Hi, welcome to MarQetFlow. I want to share real quick my thoughts and ideas on the market and some of the hot stocks that I've been following recently. Really quick review on the market. Today the market gap up. It started above yesterday's close seeing price, and then it sold a little bit. It found support about 416 and then it closed above it. This is a bull signal. The market keeps making higher highs and lower lows, or higher lows, so that's good for that. It was a bit concerned that the market didn't find support around 418 or 417, and it went all the way down here, but that's just market behavior. One thing to notice is the 20 moving average is getting really close right here, so that will work as another support. So there is a few things that can happen currently with the market. And what I'm looking at right now, this breakout that just happened, it's to be confirmed tomorrow. So if we keep moving higher and making higher highs, that will be a confirmation that this is a breakout and we're gonna keep moving forward to the upper side. However, there's still possibilities that we can still come back down here, find support about the 20 moving average, and then still moving forward. So that's some of the thoughts. There's a lot of uncertainty right now. Anything can happen. So let's see what happens with QQ. Yeah, so QQ is the same, except that it didn't close above all-time highs, but it did find support the 20 moving average, and that is a good signal for the bulls. And if I look at, let's say right here, one thing to notice is that we still trading above February highs. It's a good signal as well, and there is some sort of a head and shoulders forming right here. So as long as the SPY can hold or close above 338 within the next days, I think that's going to be good. Otherwise it can come down quite a bit. It can have some sort of correction in a way. So let's keep that in mind. I'm gonna go through some of the stocks that I've been following and share my thoughts on them, see if that will help you. Neo is one of them, and I share what my strategy is, and maybe there's different strategies out there and I can get feedback on this. But normally when I enter on a position, I buy calls and I buy shares, and I would like normally to hold my shares for a very long time, 1 years, and to avoid the taxes, of course. And then my calls are going to help cushion my price of my entry level. So if there's going to be a sell-off anytime soon, I can sell my calls, get some money out of it, and maybe buy some pulls right here, and then save my pulls, and eventually just do a little bit of swing trades as I'm building my position. So right now I sold my calls right here when we pass the 15 moving average, and then right here I'm looking to buy calls and shares again if we can hold this support right here. So it is currently at the 20 moving average, and this is a good sign. This is support. As long as we can hold it, and it can hold it, it should bounce back, and I think it's looking good. Worst case scenario, it may come back, retest this part right here. That will worry me a little bit, just because this looks like an ABC correction, and in my perspective it looks like it's done. So if it come down a little bit more, that will be more of an impulsive way, and we'll see what happens. WEBULL is the same thing, currently at support. This is an important level. It has bounced from here several times, and it has bounced sometimes even with gaps. So we'll see what we can expect tomorrow. It may be a pretty green day tomorrow. And again, if any of these stocks don't hold their current support, that's going to be a flag for anyone who's holding these positions. With CLOV, it's a little bit different in my opinion. I think that CLOV, it's a little bit more bullish. It found support right here about 10-12. This used to be resistance, and I bought myself calls right here. I sold some of my calls on this end right here, and then I'm buying them back right here at a lower price, of course. And I mean, we can keep coming down a little bit. There is this trend line that I have right here, and then there is a exponential moving average that is going to come soon. That could be sort of a support. And then there's another trend line down here about 885. But overall, in the big picture, club looks pretty bullish. We got a breakout. Sometimes there is a retest of the breakout, so that's probably what we are currently doing there. Another position that I have is BABA, and I've been following as well, and I did the same strategy as well. When I enter about this price, 32.30, I bought some calls and shares. I sold my calls right here, and then I was gonna pick them up at this price right here. This is support, but I didn't pick them up just because we have earnings tomorrow. So if everything goes well with earnings, I might buy some calls if we don't move very much. The reason why, it's because usually before earnings, options hold a higher premium, a higher price, and so I didn't want to pay for that. Tomorrow, if we have a sell-off, then I will look to buy more shares and more calls, depending how things look as well overall the market. And just to finish with Compass, same thing as well. I saw some of my calls at this particular point at the market open, and I was surprised that throughout the day the calls hold their value very well, and so I'm pretty happy about that. And then just to last thing to notice right here, I wanted to cover Tesla, and I'll probably look it up at the 1 day. I don't want to make a large video, but I think this one's still worthwhile talking about. Real quick, where Tesla is. Tesla can come down a little bit more, probably like down here, 650. That's probably a target for many investors. Even 640, because there's a gap right here. Very, very small gap, but there's a gap right here. It can come down, close the gap. That can be sort of a fake out for the bears. Pull back real quick, close above the trend line, and then starts moving forward. Now, one of the things that I mentioned earlier, and this is for anyone who's bull on Tesla, is that bears have a price target of 400. And the reason why, it's because if you look at the bigger picture, this was an impulsive move to the downside, and we just did a correction. This is a flag. This is known as a bearish flag. If we would have broke above this particular point right here, maybe we would have closed up here, then we would be talking about a different type of situation. But because it is looking like a bear flag, once it crosses this trend line, be prepared that the momentum may take a lot of shorts to the downside right here, all the way to 400. So I mean, if you like to short a stock and you see potential on this one, well, we're coming pretty close. Of course, the greatest entry would have been up here, but it's always hard to time it. So there you go. That is my thought on Tesla. I wanna, especially since we're losing momentum, and that's a bad signal for the market. Let's see what Tesla look at here. I mean, it looks like it's very, very oversold in my opinion. Anytime can bounce, but at the same time, things can go different. Yeah. All right. Well, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Please let me know your thoughts on the comments below, and if you have any suggestions as well, let me know. Yeah, what does Apple looks like? Yeah, Apple doesn't look very well, but man, a lot of uncertainty right now in the market, honestly. It looks like we can consolidate a little bit more right here and then hold this we can hold this inverse head and shoulders, hopefully, and then once the 20 moving average reach this high, maybe that's where the bounce is gonna come, and then it's gonna squeeze a lot of the shorts. This is what the seasonality charts looks like for QQ, which is mainly high, some of the big tech sector. And as you can see, we're doing something like that right now. You see at the end of April, it goes like this, sideways, and then it does sort of like a move to the downside. It finds support, and then there's one more last impulsive move at the end of the month, and it covers partially the first days of May. So look into that as well. And then after that, it's sideways, and then choppy market for anyone who is a long-term or swing trader. It becomes a very choppy market. The other thing too as well here with the Nasdaq is a little bit different, because Nasdaq is mainly composite with biotech and technology companies. So some of these speculation companies like Neo or others in that area, like EVs, they are following this chart right now. If you notice, on April we made the lowest low right here at the middle of the month, and then we're currently catching up. And I mean, I'm surprised we haven't made higher prices, because we're at the end of April. That makes me a little bit concerned, especially that we're not following the seasonality chart to the letter. Of course, this is not a true forecast, but it does give you an idea of how the market behaves within certain seasons of the year. And currently it looks like at the end of April, as long as we can keep the support and we keep moving higher highs and higher lows, we can expect another leg by the end of the month. We'll see. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.